Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of Cut Loose. Yeah, that's right, Cut Loose. What I've done off camera is I've grinded all of the rust back. Woo! I best turn it down, because I'm going to get the fucking copyright strikes, ain't I? It's crap. I'm not going to lie. It's hard to love playing tunes and then all of a sudden, nah mate, YouTube says no. But what I've done is I grinded it all back yesterday with some 80 grit, and then I used a linishing wheel, and then I used a wire wheel to get in all the low spots. And then what I've done today is I've got some primer that like converts the raw metal into like anti-rust sort of thing. Me and Mason did that this morning. That's Grant's wee nipper. He had a bit of fun painting it up and stuff, but now I've got to leave that to cure and set for, I think it's 6 to 8 hours, so I can't do anything. I am going to tidy up the rubbers a little bit once it's gone off. You can see it's already starting to go. And we'll be able to then do the roof first, I think, because what my plan will be is to try and back mask all of the roof, and then I'm waffling now. I'm not sure the best way of painting this, because I can mask it up, but then I'm worried that I won't get in that recess down there, and then it'll still be green when the sunroof is open. You'll be able to see that it was green. I'm not a professional, I'm not a painter. Bar taking it out, I don't know how to do it. But we're going to try our best anyway. But I'm going to start on a sander, because I want to prime the whole car first of all, and then I can start working on the rear quarters. I need to pop all these trims off, pop that off, pop these out. I may as well strip the inside, and I'm probably going to jump on that now. Yes. So I've managed to get the seal out. Getting it in might be a bit of an issue. But I'm just going over the whole car. I'm just going over the car with some 320 to get all the bad areas down. But the paint overall is not too bad. But I want to get it down so when I prime it, it bites in nice. And then we'll be able to flat the primer with maybe 600. And then we'll be able to paint. But I'll just show you right now where we're at. And then I'll go over this. What I need to do with that paint that I just put it on to protect it is I need to get that all the way back down to the original steel. Because what I don't want to do is paint, prime and everything, and it starts reacting with that rattle can spray paint. It's just not worth the risk. So I'm just going to flat it all the way back down, and it should do us nice. What I've got to do now is get the grind. That's it. We're making progress, boys. Now it's pitch black. I need to bring the car in now, because what I don't want to happen is it get moist. You can see we're getting somewhere close. There's people looking at me now. All I'm going to do is bring the car in, and then I think I'm going to call it a day. It's been a bit of a boring one, not really much going on. Can't really make sanding a car exciting. But what I'm using for the filler now is with an 80 grit. For the paint work I'm using a 320. Sometimes I'm going down to a 180. But I'm going to get the car in, and I think we're going to call it there. Morning! Yeah. So last night I I stayed a little bit longer with Lucas. I got a little bit more done on the Civic. Nothing too extravagant. Nothing too extravagant. Is that even a word? Extravagant. Yeah, something like that. But I got the sunroof seal off completely. Oh, and then I gave it a good clean. Cleaned out all the muck and build up. So now that's in here, getting nice and warm. So then when we come to refit it to the car, it'll be usable and not too stiff. But it's all primed now. This is like a rust additive that I've just put down. You can see there, that's where the seal is. But what I need to do, this has been gone off now for like 12 hours. It says 6 to 8, but we just left it overnight. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sand it down, see exactly where the low and high spots are, and then I'm going to start filling. So I need to like fill like this sort of area here. There's going to be a bit here. With that red converter, stabilizer, whatever on, it's really hard to see because everything's high at the moment. So until I actually sand it, I won't see where the low spots are. But we're doing all right. We're getting there. I started to tape some of the plugs up. I sanded some more with the paint. If you remember, we put the green and brown and white paint on there to protect the raw steel while we was doing other stuff with mapping and getting the car ready. But you can see this is all pretty much there. A couple of, maybe another skim or so of filler. I need to actually sand this. I've not sanded this bit down yet. So I've keyed up all the inside here. All the door shuts fully stripped. All the roof, all the trim's been taken out. I've started to tape up some of this stuff. But yeah, you can see it's getting there. We're getting closer. Very, 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 very time consuming. It is a mission. Sometimes I wish, why did I start? But to get to what we need, we just got to grind, get it done. There's no point crying about it. Just need to put your tears away and crack on, don't we? What I'm going to do now is it's piecing down with rain outside, so I can't do anything outside on the car. I've got to do everything in here, so it means I need to be working in this small area. I might try and pull the car forward or we'll figure that out. I'm going to get changed. I'm going to put some roughs on. I'm just warming them up now. And I'm going to crack on. What I've done is I've just put a skimmer filler on in a couple of the rusty areas, not too much. I've let a bit of overhang there, so when I sand it back it'll look all nice and square. But I'm hoping a final fill on top of the rear quarters. I know it looks like a lot, but it's only like really thin, just extended. Like you can see it's up and over the paint. So when I cut it back in, because when I'm sanding the filler down, I then know when I get to the paint level and then the primer level and the steel that I need to start being careful where I'm sanding, because that's going to be my finished height. Then we primer, and hopefully the primer of the shell and the filler will be the same sort of height, so we don't get any ripples or we don't get any low spots. You know what I mean, do you? You sort of sand it there, and then you want to sort of like be left with just a thin strip. The key is to put enough filler on it looks good, but not too much filler that it's full of filler. You know what I mean? I'm about 3/4 of a can of Monster now, wired off my face of thinners. I've cleaned all the filler hardener away. You know how we do. We use the old number plate and a pad. Get it clean straight away, bit of thinners, job's a good one. I'm going to have to leave that to go off now. Probably, don't know, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm going to do the rest of the day. Should I start some panels? I don't know. I'm going to have a look around. I'll see you in a bit. Ooh. So I've started masking up the door. And I've started masking up the rear hatch. Because we're colour changing, I need to paint all of these shuts red, because what you don't want to do is when you open the door in the boot, you can see the tail. And I've left this one clear because obviously I need to be driving it, putting it in a position where I'm ready to paint. It's a bit of a mess on the inside. Oh, just going to keep the paint out here. What I've also done is any little holes. This was a sensor, there's one that side, and I've done the rear lights as well, see there? Because what I don't want to be doing is I'm painting, I don't want to flood the cabin with red paint. We're getting progress. I'm keying up all the areas, like right in the corners here, right by all the window strips, because the key is when I paint, I want it to bite into the original paint as good as I can, and that stops any flaking around the windows and stuff like that. As you can see, we did Grant's, and it's not too bad, is it? Let's be honest. But this we need to take a little bit more care on, because we've got to sell it, don't we? Grant's here! Hello, Grant!
Hello, team!
So I managed to do a final sand, and then there was just a couple more low spots that I put some filler on. You know what I mean? Got to keep filling. You know what I mean? Edit all this, you know what I mean? Out, you know what I mean? Probably won't. But yeah, so now I'm going to leave this to go off. I've left the rear quarters. I've done a little couple of dinks that I put in an accident when I was welding. This is just a nice skim. It looks like a lot, but it's just because it's spread far. But we'll wind that back down, won't we?
Won't we?
Won't we?
Can you translate?
I've got a little video that I'm going to insert now, because our friends from Reckless Tribe, Galab and Lane, bought some new wheels, and by our cut-loose support and trusted, what is it?
Standards.
By our standards, we needed to give them some reassurance that they're doing it. Here's the video. Hello. Hello. Rota! Fuck you and your fake wheels. So support your friends out there, giving them good advice. You know what I mean? Just for that, goddamn like, subscribe if you are ready, because there will be another one, probably. You know what I'm saying? Catch you all later.